Welcome back, everybody. This is Political Hot Seat. It's Thursday night. Live call-in show at 727-8750. Once again, 727-8750. I'm here with Shirley Matson. She is our county assessor, and she's running for re-election, so she's been out there campaigning. And how's your campaigning going? And we'll get back to the question about the trouble you had at the beginning. Is that all taken care of?
Well, what I want the folks to know is that I am not racist. I am not a criminal. I have excellent credit. I have a good family, a good home life. And so some of these things you've heard, they're just not true. And if you, I think my email address is on the television. If you have any questions, call me or catch me, because I want everybody to know the truth, because I have really been targeted unfairly. And I made a determination that I was going to fight this, and I spent quite a bit of money just to, well, quite a bit, half a year's salary just to get a good attorney team to fight. And I thought at that point in time, things would settle down, especially when the county itself was given a reprimand by the Ethics Commission. But it wasn't long before some of this has flared up again. But, you know, I am doing a good job. I'm very qualified. I think I've already told you I'm probably the only person in my office right now that has any kind of college or background or theory with real estate. So, and that's very helpful when it comes to deeds, because in the past, I think we had a lot of, they would hire people to come in and work on deeds, and they just really didn't know how to, they just weren't sure about the different deeds and how they're getting transferred. And that's one of the jobs we do. So we're, that I have experience in. I was an underwriter. I made contracts with attorneys. There's pretty much every phase of the real estate industry that I have worked in, except for actually going out on the construction site. And maybe that's not even true, because I would work oftentimes with picking the furniture and the models depending on the demographics which we were trying to, get in that particular subdivision. So I spent a lot of time out there as well. In California, I also worked as a Department of Real Estate coordinator. What that involves is getting, you have to come up, most of the tracts now in Southern California all have HOAs. So you have to work with, get a budget for your HOA. You have to work with somebody that's qualified to do that. You work with an attorney. You create the contracts. You accumulate all the information that you need, that you go ahead and send to the Department of Real Estate, hoping that you will be issued a white report so that you can sell your property. There's also a pink and a yellow before that, but the white report actually lets you sell the property, so you have to meet certain conditions. So if people have told you I'm not qualified, don't listen to them, I certainly am. And recently, or I've heard some people, what should I say, some of the naysayers that I should get certified for by the Department of Taxation in Nevada. Well, I've taken that challenge and I've done that. So I have that. So that's taken care of. And I'll just keep rocking and rolling. And
people just keep coming up with more and more.
Oh, yeah, it's like when I think.
Okay, certified for taxation in the state of Nevada.
Well, you get the certification, and again, what I need to tell people, it's very limited. It's not like a fee appraiser. I call them a real appraiser, but an appraiser that you might see that comes out and appraises your property. They're just there to.
Has everybody in the past done that?
You get the certification?
Yeah.
Yes, they're required to.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know about the assessor. No, they haven't, and you don't have to have it.
Oh.
They were more than willing to appoint Robin Rivero, interim assessor, who I think they were hoping if I lost, they would continue to appoint. And she had absolutely not even any continuing education classes. So I find it kind of ironic that there was so much pressure on me when she had none of the education or the background or the experience that I had. But you know, since they made an issue of it when there wasn't an issue, I thought, well, I'll go ahead and get it and I'll just get rid of something else.
Well, I'm going to ask you something. I don't know if it's proper to ask you on this, but you don't have to answer if you don't want to, because it might be getting into the legalities of it now. You are an elected county official, the same as county commissioners and every county clerk and everybody else. Why did you have to go out and get your own attorney firm? Isn't it the duty of the district attorney's office to defend the county officials?
Yes, and he did not. In fact, he actually wrote all the legal paperwork for the recall and worked with everybody that was involved, as well as some of the people in my office against me. I went ahead and got a really good attorney team, and I have asked to be reimbursed for that, and I have been refused by the county. So they do owe it to me, you're right, but I guess I'm one of the people in the county that our district attorney doesn't represent, because he picks and chooses, and he is supportive of an opponent in my office whom he works with very closely in many efforts to see if they can find something that I'm doing wrong. And so that's where it is. I don't get any help.
We need to find a state board.
Well, you know,
I've always had good luck with state boards. That's okay.
I know it's I haven't got it. I mean, but isn't it ironic that when there was a ethics charge against Joni Easley and Pam Webster and so forth, theirs were all paid, but not mine. And I'm sure it's just I'm just not treated the same as everyone else.
Well, I was just curious, because this should be in writing, isn't it?
It's in writing.
Binding, I mean, you know, to where county officials.
Well, here's something that we were trying to figure out is that, and this just came up recently, our DA is the counsel for the union. So he's representing the union, in other words, all the employees, but he's also supposed to represent the elected official, the county, the commissioners, what have you. And I just found out, because Pam Webster just told me that he's also their counsel. So he kind of is like a imperial DA. Whatever he wants done is what he does. And it's definitely not fair, and they have not been fair to me. And I would love to have my money back, but you know, I want to be honest. I want to help the people, and I want to do what's right for the county. I don't want them to, you know, to the people. It's really the people that I'm more interested in, and so I'm still going to fight and stay there, even if it did cost me anything, because that's who I am. I'm honest. I'm good, and I want the right thing done, and I hope I can get some other changes done in the assessor's office, so where I'm comfortable that I feel like the appraisers are being fair and equitable, and I do have questions with some of them. Oh. And so, you know, I do need to spend a little more time in that. So, folks, you got to leave me. You got to keep me there.
like I said, there used to be a time when there was no property tax in the state of Nevada.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have this issue.
I have people actually argue with me over that, and I say no. I remember first time my wife and I were talking about buying a house up in Clark County when Las Vegas was only on one side of the road, and there was no property taxes, and I thought, but people insist that it's always been here, but no, I'm not that old. I mean, you know, we don't need to go back to 1800s. This has been
I'm
going
to look it up, but I believe you 100%, because even though our tax system, our ad valorem tax system is a little bit complicated, overall it's still more fair than most states.
See, what I can say, what I was told by the real estate agent back then, this was been in what is now Henderson, I was told that gaming and mining paid the taxes in the state of Nevada.
Probably.
And there was no property taxes or sales tax, see. And we still don't have state income tax. I mean,
I'm sure that was true.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds
well, we don't
feasible.
have state income tax now.
Yeah.
You know, California does, but I mean.
Yeah, which is which is wonderful, and I know that was a draw for us. And folks, I'm here in Pahrump. We bought a home as soon as we moved here. Daniel loves working on it, and so I don't have any plans of going anywhere. And I feel a little bit like a transplant, that there are many people that are transplants, and that I don't think you have to have somebody that's lived here 38 years just because they've lived there 38 years, but they're not qualified to be elected into office. I think you need, you need to look at what you can bring to the table as far as your skills, your experience, your background.
Well, we've had our share of people not qualified working within the county. I know that.
Yes.
Just for the years I've been here. But anyway, sorry about all the trouble you've had since you've been county assessor. I mean, when I go down there, I just go down there to find something to bitch about,
Well,
But I don't take it out on a person, I take it out on the system.
Well, I know.
Yeah,
I've been in the crosshairs of many in the county since I was elected. That's undeniable. Why? I don't really know, but.
Well, you might hear from me when my 5 years is up. I want to thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Good luck on campaigning. And thank you, everybody. We will be back next Thursday night on Political Hot Seat live call-in show.